Greetings, everyone. For those who have asked for us to do something to compensate for or stand in the gap for or replace the conference calls that we were doing faithfully on a weekly basis before, we've decided, especially for those that are part of our community that are not able to meet with us during the week, do something just to make sure that we're keeping you up to pace with us so that when you come in, you're not behind, you're right with us. And so here goes. Amos 3:3, this is from tonight, and this is June the 21st, I believe. Amos 3:3 says, "Can two walk together except they be agreed?" Those of you that were with us on Sunday know that this is just a carry on. I'm just going to start off. I've got a few notes just to make sure that I stay on point. I'm going to go over 5 points for you real quickly on this evening, briefly. First thing is, and this is not a point, but just a statement, is you can't walk with everyone, and everyone can't walk with you. Amos 3:3 says, "Can two walk together except they be agreed?" So you have to remember now, and I know we've already gone over this, but I just need to say this so that as we're moving forward, you cannot walk with everyone, and everyone cannot walk with you, okay? And you have to be able to discern who you're walking with. It's time to know who you're walking with. This is so important right now. Number one is you must concentrate on those that agree with your destiny. You must concentrate on those that agree with your destiny. That is so important right now, because there are those that may be walking with you, or those that are in your circle, or those that are surrounding you that simply just do not agree with your destiny. And that is a dangerous person to have around. That's a very dangerous person to have speaking in your ear, them giving you advice or them giving you counsel, because it's hard for someone to give you counsel about something that they simply do not agree with. So when they counsel you, their counsel will be negative negative pertaining to your destiny, because they will not be able to comprehend where you're going. Number two is these people, listen, you must concentrate on, let me say that one more time, you must concentrate on those who agree with your destiny. Number two is these people will understand. These people will understand. So now you've been surrounded by those, some of you are surrounded by those that may not seem to understand what's going on with you. They may not seem to understand the decisions that you're making, because now you are a different person than they were used to. So they may be trying to use emotions to pull you back, to try to manipulate you into being that person that they were able to consider but in all actuality under a level of their control. And so now this person that you're able to walk with, because they have a sense of discernment and they can discern where you're going. We're going to understand why as we move forward. But this person agrees with your destiny. Listen now, these people will understand. And now here's the other portion of that. So 2A would be that they may understand your position better than you. What I mean by that is they may understand where you are, or they may understand the stand that you're taking better than they actually understand you. So now this is not even a person that feels like they have to understand you to walk with you. They just understand. They may not even know you. They may think that you're loony. They may think that you're absolutely crazy, but just know that they're headed in the same direction with you, which brings me to B of that number two, is that these people will understand because they're on the same route. They're on the same route, however you want to say that. They're on the same path. They're on the same road. They're going in the same direction as you. So can two walk together except they be agreed? This is someone that you can lock arms with and move forward, and you don't have to worry about whether or not they really understand the path that you're taking, the decisions that need to be made, because there's something on the inside of them that automatically understands that these decisions must be made. These movements must be made in order for us to reach where it is that we've been predestined to be. So you're going to come in contact with those individuals who just simply understand your position. They understand your disciplines. They understand your mindset. As a matter of fact, they may not even understand you. They may not know your birthday. They may not show up at your birthday parties. This may not be an individual that you're very chummy with. But when it comes down to business, that's a person that's going to show up. When it comes down to actually moving to that next place, that's a person that you're going to consistently run into because you're going in the same direction. So it's kind of like you're on your way to work, or you're in business or whatever, and every once in a while, maybe several times a week, whenever you gas up, you just happen to see some of the same faces. It's because you're all moving in the same direction. Though you're going to a different destination, as in this job over here and this job over there, all of you are going to work, and all of you may have to be to work at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning. That's what I mean, is that you may not even know each other's name, and you just may smile, nod your heads or whatever, and after about 6 months of doing this, you may have a conversation one day and talk about the weather. But the bottom line is they know that you are all out doing the same thing. You're getting it in. Okay, number 3 is these individuals, listen now, these individuals, and I have to go back to the people who will not understand you and the ones that may try to manipulate you, use emotions to try to pull you back. These individuals, you have to be careful because they do not agree with God concerning you. That's an important thing for you to understand and get what I just said. These individuals do not agree. I didn't say with you. These individuals do not agree with God concerning you. In other words, they do not agree with that call that's on your life. Some of them don't even agree with what you've been chosen to do. They do not agree with God concerning you. So God has said that this is who you are. God has said that this is what you're supposed to do. You've received prophecy after prophecy after prophecy, and some of them at one time even agreed with the prophecy until you started working towards bringing that prophecy into fruition. And once you started changing your life, started making certain changes that may have made them feel uncomfortable, all of a sudden they don't agree anymore. Once you started making some accomplishments that made them look at themselves, or may have highlighted some areas in their lives, all of a sudden intimidation may set in, or maybe even a little bit of envy or jealousy, or they just may not like the fact that you're moving forward and they're sitting still, because that's where they want to be, and they want everyone to stay in that circle with them. So their feelings even may be hurt that you're moving on. Listen, they will not agree with God concerning you. Number 4 is that when they do not agree with God concerning you, they will not agree with God concerning your purpose. Listen, if these people don't agree with God concerning you, they will not agree with God concerning what He's chosen you to do. So if they do not agree with God concerning the fact that He's chosen you to be a prophet, don't expect them to be agreeing when you prophesy. Okay? If they do not agree with God that you've been called to ministry, don't expect them to support you when you start to minister. If they do not agree with God concerning the fact, listen, whether it's an usher, whether you're a business owner, whether you've been called to the marketplace, whether he's raised you up to be the next coach or the next principal in a school, or the next district superintendent, that's right, there is ministry outside of the 4 walls of church. So if they do not agree with God concerning who it is that He's chosen you to be and how He's raising you up, and the confidence, I didn't say arrogance, but the confidence that He's raising up in you, on the inside of you, all of that's welling up, and you're coming into who it is that He's actually chosen you to be, they will not agree with God concerning what He's chosen you to do. And listen to this, sometimes it's an internal issue. And what I mean by that is most people that do not agree with God concerning who you are, and they do not agree with God concerning what He's chosen you to do, remember what I started those first 2 statements off with? They do not agree with God. Most of these people don't even agree with God concerning who it is that He's chosen them to be, what it is that He's chosen them to do, which is why they've been fighting and struggling and never seeming to be able to become who it is that really makes them feel like they've accomplished something on the inside, because of the simple fact is that they're trying to be who the world says that they should be, who their mother or father or siblings or family says that they should be, or even who they looked and saw that's popular and decided that